The U.S. government's dietary guidelines for Americans were released last week. They are updated every 5 years. And for the first time ever, Uncle Sam weighed in on coffee. And let me quote directly here from the report. Drinking up to 5 cups of coffee a day can be part of a healthy lifestyle. The report goes on to say strong and consistent evidence shows that consumption of coffee within the moderate range is not associated with increased risk of
5 cups is the moderate range.
Yes.
That might be my favorite part.
Yeah, this is the best news I've heard all year, and probably will be all year. Is not associated with increased risk of major chronic diseases, and goes on to say that consuming as much as 5 cups a day was associated with health benefits such as reduced risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Now.
And improved general awesomeness.
Yes.
By the way, it did say part of a healthy diet. Like drinking 5 cups of coffee is not the entirety of a healthy lifestyle, right?
To mix metaphors, it's not the silver bullet.
It's not
It's not the, well, it doesn't matter what else I'm doing. I'm not exercising. I'm eating pizza every night, but I'm drinking 5 cups of coffee, so I'm fine.
It's good.
It's part of a healthy lifestyle. Now, besides what wonderful things this means for
we knew this was true, right?
You, me, Bill Barker, and beyond the fact that we now get to hold this over the heads of at least one of our colleagues who is on some sort of internal anti-coffee kick here at the Motley Fool. I got to say, once I got over my initial giddiness about this report, I started to do what I learned from you many years ago, which is read the news like an investor. And when I read this report, I thought to myself, wait a minute. This is the first time this has ever happened. We talk about what does it mean for investors that people are living longer, and where do we want to invest? And you hear all the time about the healthcare industry and pharmaceuticals and that kind of thing. Hey, if people are living longer than ever, aren't they going to be drinking more coffee? I mean, doesn't this just mean we're going to be drinking a lot more? The ceiling on how much coffee we're going to drink in our lifetime just went up.
That's right. I also, and you'd think I would know this, I also would like to know who makes Ambien, because something is going to have to counteract the amount of caffeine that people now are recommended to be consuming in the form of coffee, which may not bother you or me, but you know.
For some people it does.
So, yeah. But anything that has like late night implications, I mean, that's a strong buy in my book at this point. Taco Bell, part of a healthy lifestyle, Taco Bell.
But this only adds to my conviction that if I get to hold a stock for 40, 50 years, I don't get to touch it, it's going to be Starbucks or, or some other coffee stock, maybe Dunkin' Brands. But it's really hard to see coffee getting disrupted in the way that, say, the automobile industry is on the verge of being disrupted.
Yeah, the only reason I would push back is if you look at and Starbucks, I think makes a good cup of coffee. I think we got an email a while ago, including, was it from the Tampa Coffee Club, saying please stop drinking crap coffee. Yeah. I happen to think that Starbucks makes a decent cup of coffee. I think there's a lot better coffees out there, but it's pretty good. I would be worried that Starbucks could be disrupted by artisan coffees becoming a thing in the way that our craft beers have become.
I was just going to say in the way that we're seeing in the beer industry.
Yeah, and in fast food. I think that McDonald's is no longer anywhere close to being, because there are really awesome alternatives. That said, it's pretty exciting to me, and I think that coffee. Excuse me. I'm just going to start calling Starbucks coffee now. That Starbucks has ought to be pretty excited by this news.